Thank you, Mr. President, and good morning to each of you. The senator from the 8th did a good job there of laying out some policy differences. I'd like to talk about that same topic from a personal perspective. I'm one of the hundreds of thousands of West Virginians who has a pre-existing condition. Mine is a chronic kidney disease, and I've been in a particularly tough battle here as of late. It's a really stressful battle, and it's also a very expensive one. We use that term pre-existing condition a lot. I think that term gets thrown around, and I just want to talk about it from a personal perspective to remind folks that we're talking about people here. We're talking about people with families who are sick, who have tremendously high medical bills, who have anxiety about their future, who have uncertainty about what exactly is going to come next for them and their family. And the last thing that those of us who are in that position need is to be used as political footballs. What we need is some certainty from our leaders. So I just want to be real with folks for a minute about what would happen if I was put in a risk pool with a pre-existing condition as a 38-year-old with a chronic kidney disease that may face dialysis or a transplant someday in the future. It would mean higher costs for me. It would mean significantly higher cost. On top of all the copays, on top of all the deductibles, on top of all the travel expenses, on top of all the medications, on top of all the phone calls to insurance companies every single day, on top of the denials and the paperwork and the technicalities, on top of constantly being denied coverage, we would have to try and purchase health care from a risk pool, paying much higher prices than we pay now, and we'd be marked with a scarlet letter in that risk pool. So, I mean, if the statistics hold, I'm certainly not alone. Anywhere from a third to a half of this body are in exactly the same, or at least similar circumstances I'm in. What I'm asking for is, please don't make us a political football. We don't want to be another statistic. All we want is for insurance companies to not be able to pull the rug out from under us at a given time because of everything else that we're going through. So this is really personal for me. People are fighting for their lives out there, and we're not expecting anybody else to take up our banner or fight for us. All we're expecting is to not fight against us. Please don't hurt us in our fight. We can't move backwards. We need to ensure that people with pre-existing conditions don't lose coverage. And there's a really simple way to do that. We've got a bill coming up. We've all signed on to it. I don't see any reason why everybody in the body wouldn't sign on to it, because this isn't partisan, this isn't political, it's personal. It's trying to make sure that we take care of our people and our families. I want to thank you all. Y'all been very supportive of me over the last 2 years, and I'll be forever grateful for that. Thank you for the time, Mr. President.
Thank you. Further remarks? The senator from